Welcome to the first episode of Gems in Confidence. In today's episode, we're going to start by introducing ourselves and what we do, and then talk about our favorite gemstones and holiday jewelry. So please listen along with us.
This is our first episode with Catherine. I like making jewelry, designing, transforming, remodeling. And I'm here with my two friends.
My name is Natalia Majewska. I am a jeweler. I haven't been a jeweler all my life, but I was a craft person all my life. And I loved minerals and crystals since I was a little girl. So I wore many hats, but 15 years ago, or maybe even more, I decided to learn working with metal and flame, and finally incorporating crystals and gemstones in my work. We love talking about gemstones and jewelry, and this is what we want to share with you.
I'm Heather, a jewelry designer, maker, and gemologist, making jewelry in London, and I have a passion for gemstones. So today, in our first episode, we're going to talk about our favorite gemstones, and we're also going to talk about a very seasonal topic of holiday jewelry. So to kick off, Natalia, do you want to tell us what your favorite gemstone is?
It changes, but my love for tourmaline is constant. And I mean, tourmaline is such a versatile stone in terms of color transition. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. And I was wondering recently which color I love the most, and I think there'll be a green tourmaline, which is quite common, but the range of shades and tonality in tourmaline is absolutely amazing. Other gemstone would be opal. Heather, what are yours?
Me, I think it's going to have to be sapphires, but like padparadscha sapphire is my favorite gem, which is peachy pink sapphire. It's a very rare stone that if you imagine a blue sapphire, a ruby is a red sapphire, and a padparadscha is this true mixed color, pinky orange. So when you sort of twist the stone with the light in it, it flashes pink, it flashes orange, and it's just very pretty, and comes from Sri Lanka, which is a place I absolutely adore. So it's got to be that for me. What about you, Catherine?
I don't think I have a favorite. It just depends on the time and the moment and my mood. But at the moment, I'm quite drawn to green stones like emerald, jade, and some tourmalines as well. I like minty green. And I'm also drawn to stones with adolescence, like moonstone and labradorite. How do you take care of your jewelry? How do you wear your jewelry during the holiday as well?
Go on, tell us what's your jewelry go-to, Catherine?
It really depends where I'm going on holiday to start with, but I know I quite like to have, if I'm taking things with gemstone, things that are going to contrast with a tan. You know? But for example, I know that it's cheeky, but if I go to the beach, I like to take a ring, which is wide, so that I can see when I lift it, did I turn? Is it clear and white turned?
I would never do it. Honestly, I would never wear anything to the beach.
Oh, I do. I do, because the thing is that I've heard so many stories of people who remove their jewelry before going to the beach and it's stolen. It's stolen from their houses. So because I have jewelry that I want to enjoy, I might just have it with me. It doesn't have to always be precious and expensive, you know? I have pieces from little fashion stores which just cost like 20 quid that I like wearing on the beach. It's not about, it's just precious to me. I just like that touch of color or how it makes me feel. And I think, does it go with my bikini?
Bikini. My gosh, Catherine, I'll be in a full wetsuit.
So does it go with Heather's wetsuit?
Exactly. I can't even see my hands. I always worry about losing it in the sea. You know, if your hands get cold,
Wet.
I just couldn't bear to lose that. So I always put my engagement ring onto a necklace and wear that in the sea. Because, you know, if you suddenly...
And you're not afraid of losing the necklace?
Not as much as like off your finger, like if your fingers just were cold. But obviously I just need to pick a better holiday spot where the sea is warm.
I think you could just do like me. You gain a few pounds before you go on holiday, then you can't remove your rings, even if it's freezing. They don't bulge.
A good secure fastening.
The ice creams, the waffles, the extra things you're eating, it's even secure.
So I used to wear little silver rings on my toes. I went into the sea, and when I went out of the sea, they were
It was
all
gone.
gone.
Oh, no.
So since then, I thought, okay, jewelry and the beach and the swimming don't mix. But I understand your approach, Catherine, that you like wearing something that looks good in the sun and with a
Looks
tan.
good
Mhm.
with the tan, with the clothes, with the swimming suit, and in the sun. Which the thing is that you've got all this sunshine, and that's when you can really see all the sparkles.
Yeah, that's true.
Enjoy it. But no, seriously, I think you have to still be careful, you know, depending on where you go. Sometimes the sand is an enemy because it's just going to scrape the metal of what you're wearing. I have lost things myself, like my children made me, you know, these little bracelets you did with tiny elastics. You could make jewelry like joining elastics together. So basically, I had a few bracelets that they made for me like that. And I had incorporated some little copper things that they had stamped. And that got lost in the sea because I go sometimes in the Atlantic, which is extremely, extremely wavy. So you would lose, you even lose your swimming suit sometimes. So, you know.
I gave an opal ring to my friend, and she loved it so much that she lived in Margate. She would never take it off. And when I saw she's wearing it on the beach, I was like, I literally was thinking about all the scratches the ring is going to get. I even made a comment, but she said, listen, I love this ring so much. I cannot take it off. I thought,
Oh.
well, if you love it so much, don't scratch it. I didn't say that, but you know, this is interesting that people have such different approaches. For me, beach is like you have to have a bare minimum, which is close to nothing. And it doesn't even cross my mind to wear a jewelry on the beach because my fingers are swelling, because I don't want to lose stuff.
What about earrings?
And because I don't want white stripes. Earrings, yeah, maybe sometimes, but I think on a beach I want to be free as much as I can. So I don't wear metal, and no, I just don't wear jewelry on the beach.
I used to wear like pearls on my ears, going in the sea with it because that's where they come from, right?
Brilliant.
So, I mean, they were not freshwater pearls; they were seawater pearls.
Oh my
And I'm
God, if
like,
you would lose that,
so what?
it would go back to its origin, right? Okay, perfect.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you about how you travel with your jewelry. What do you take on your holidays? We spoke about that a little bit, but how do you take it in your luggage? What do you do?
I just wear the same stuff all the time, pretty much. Like a necklace that doesn't really come off. I've got 9 piercings in my ears, and I just wear the same stuff most of the time. So on holiday, I feel like I'm very minimalist generally on the jewellery front, apart from the 9 earrings.
I have a question, Heather.
Yes.
So
But
you
she
were
didn't
talking
finish.
earlier. No, but it brings me a question why she's saying she's minimalist. So you're still coveting extra items to add to your collection that you might not wear?
I think that's potentially true. Yeah, I think I'm a jewellery lover with a minimalist aesthetic. I think sentimental jewellery is special. I need the sentimental attachment to wear the jewellery.
This is totally resonates with me because sometimes that you absolutely need to have something.
Have you got something, Catherine, that you had to turn your legs to jelly and you had to have it?
But you mean something. You mean something. Things I could not resist. Yeah, there's a few. There's a few. Quite a few. I'm trying to think of one piece I just could not resist. Yeah, there was a little pair of ruby earrings when I was in Thailand, which kept winking at me. You know, like, come to me, try me, you know you want me. I'm like, no, I'm going to resist. But of course I didn't. I went, I tried them. It was the perfect fit. I could see us, lasting years together. We're still together. They still come to my ears from time to time. And each time I wear them, I'm happy and I'm reminded of my time there. And even sometimes when I don't wear them, I look at them thinking, hello, baby. You're my friend.
So this is sentimental purchase. It became
Absolutely sentimental purchase. I bought them during my honeymoon, so it also has it's linked to the honeymoon thing.
Nice.
Oh.
But ladies, let's speak about how we take our jewelry on travel.
So I need an extra suitcase.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
kidding.
guessing. I'm guessing.
There will be nothing extra other than what I'm wearing.
Mm-hmm.
And
So-
that will be pretty much seaworthy stuff. Yeah.
What about if you go away to, let's say, a wedding?
I would still just wear it. So that
Mhm.
means, luckily the wedding jewellery I have would be screw fixings for the earrings. So they're kind of safe to travel in. Yeah, I would just wear it. I wouldn't pack it. I probably wouldn't trust myself because I basically lose my mind when I'm going to the airport. I'll be checking in with whatever I'm wearing.
I usually, as you have wear what I want to wear. So with my vast coral collection, sometimes I wear like a full neck of worth of coral.
Like a giraffe woman, you
Yes,
mean? Those
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Actually, I like this extravaganza, coral extravaganza. So sometimes if I go out, I wear a lot. But recently at the airport, they asked me to remove everything, and I was like, really? So it was a lot of taking off. So how do you travel with your jewelry? Or maybe there is a special trick that French ladies do?
I'm not really sure. I know that mine is wrapped, like in little jewelry pouches. But one thing I find very funny, when I always liked when I was a little girl going on the beach on the French Riviera or even on the Atlantic, is looking at the older ladies. The older ladies still topless, but covered with their regalia, the bracelet dribbling in necklaces and diamonds, thinking, yes, when I grow old, I want to be just like these ladies. Not giving a about what people think, enjoy what I have while I still have it, while I'm still alive, and just be happy wearing what I love and being who I am on the beach without a care for people's eyes and people's opinion. And I think that's a real form of freedom, expressing yourself. without caring for what people would think. Each at a cafe, at a restaurant, in a party. Why should you just wear something not remarkable because everybody is looking demure? No, be you. If you want to have 5 necklaces, like you said, Natalia, around your neck because that's the way you want to express yourself that day, and other people just want a tiny little chain with a pendant, do it.
So now we understand where the love for jewelry on the beach comes from.
I think, yes, I've been influenced and brainwashed.
I can honestly picture it. Well, it was really great to have this jewellery chat, and thank you for listening. If you're still here to our first episode, follow us on the socials, and there'll be lots more jewellery chats to come.
Thank you, and see you next time.